Oh, you better watch out for this. It's expensive.
She said, I'm watching it.
Brings the whole TK down.
All right, looks like our mics have been throwing a little bit of a fit. Should have them back now. Yeah, I mean, all of the equipment has been throwing a fit, as I'm sure you can tell with the camera. The Skyrockets are leading the Panthers by 8 points, and we're just starting the second quarter. That was a foul against Panther number 2, Slade Tucker. It's his second foul of the game. Our camera's probably going to cut out in about a second. Have to shift around my plugs. All right, looks like all of it's come out. Back up. There's a foul against Panther number 5. It's resulting in more free throws for Wellington. The first was no good. The second was. It'll be Panther ball driving back down. And hopefully we'll have both video and audio for the rest of the night. They don't seem like they want that. See, looks like right there the ball was called out of bounds against the Skyrockets. Looks like the ref wants to pull the coach aside for a second and talk to him. And I believe that is a timeout by Wellington. Huh? coming back out of that timeout. The ball will be passed in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. The ball was taken by Skyrocket number 2, and he drove it down to the other end of the court. He passed to number 4. Number 4 passes to number 3. It goes for the three-point shot, but it bounces off. The hoop is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 then passes the ball to number 4, who then hands off to number, I think that was 5. That then passes the ball to number 4, who hands it off to number 35. As number 35 attempts to pass the ball to number 15, it goes out of bounds. That was a foul against Panther number 10, Peyton Horn. Foul results in it being Skyrocket ball at just before the half court. Skyrocket number 3 passes the ball to number 2. Number 2 passes back to number 3. Number 3 tries to push him towards the hoop. However, he nearly loses the ball. He ends up having to pass it out to number 35. 35 passes the ball to number 4, who goes for the three-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 15. 15 goes for a shot, and as he does, there's a foul committed by Panther number 15. By Panther number 10, Peyton Horn. The foul results in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 15, the first of which is good. Second of the free throws is no good. Ball is recovered by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel then begins to drive the ball to the other end of the court. See, Panther number 4, Remy, tries to drive the ball towards the hoop. However, it is knocked out of bounds against, looks like it's against the Skyrockets. Ball's being thrown back in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel throws the ball to number 10, Peyton Horn, who then passes to number 5, Jackson Vestal. Vestal passes the ball to number 1, Sadler, who then drives it. Sadler hands the ball back off to Vestal, who then drives it towards the hoop. Vestal goes for the two-point shot, but it misses and goes out of bounds. It will be Skyrocket ball. Ball will be passed in by Skyrocket number 15 to number 5. Number 5 then begins to drive the ball to the other end of the court. Number 5 dribbles around the three-point line before passing to number 4. Number 4 passes to number... Well, that's not number 5. That's number 3. And number 3 passes to number 2. Number 2 goes for the shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 4, Remy. Remy passes the ball to number 1, Sadler, who then passes it down court to number 3, Rangel. Rangel goes for a shot, but is hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel passes the ball to number 5, Vestal, who attempts to take it in for a shot. However, it's knocked out of bounds by the Skyrockets. There's 3 minutes, 14 left until the halftime. The ball is being passed back in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel tries to pass it to number 10, Horn, but it gets knocked out of bounds by the Skyrockets. And there is a timeout. It's like called by the Panthers. Right, coming back from the timeout, it's looking like it'll be Panther ball. The ball will be passed in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. He passed it to number 2, Slade Tucker. However, the ball is taken by the Skyrockets, who bring it to the area of the court and score. Right, the Panthers drive the ball back to their end of the court. Number 2, Tucker, drives towards the hoop before passing out to number 1, Sadler. Sadler goes for the three-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets. Skyrocket number 2 drives it back to their end of the court and scores another 2-point shot. The ball is then passed back in by number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel then passes the ball to number 2, Sadler. Sadler drives to the other end of the court, where he then hands off to number 3, Rangel. Rangel then passes the ball to number 2, Tucker. Goes for the three-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 drives it to the other end of the court and passes it to number 4. Goes for the three-point shot, but the ball bounces out of the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 10, Peyton Horn. Horn then passes the ball to number 2, Tucker, who then passes it to number 3, Rangel. Rangel is throwing the ball around. He's looking for someone to go, and he finds a place to pass the ball to number 1, Sadler Elliott. Not Elliott. Sadler passes the ball to number 2, Slade Tucker. Tucker then hands it back to Sadler, who drives it towards the hoop. Sadler then passes it out to number 3, Rangel. Rangel goes for the shot, but it bounces off and is recovered by Skyrocket number 15. 15 then drives it to the other end of the court before passing out to number 3. Number 3 tries to take it in for the shot, but the ball is taken from him by Panther number 4, Remy. Remy then passes it to number 1, Sadler, who drives it to the other end of the court. Sadler passes the ball to number 3, Rangel. Rangel passes it to number 2, Tucker, who then passes it to number 10, Payne Horn. Horn passes back to Tucker, who then passes to Rangel. Rangel hands off to Tucker, and looks like a foul. Foul is against Skyrocket number 3 for a block. There's just over a minute left on the clock. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. See. Rangel passes the ball to number 2, Slade Tucker. Tucker dribbles around the court before driving towards the hoop and passing to number 10, Payne Horn. After receiving the ball, Horn passes to number 4, Remy. Remy tries to pass the ball to number 21, Camden, but it is blocked by the Skyrockets. Remy then recovers the ball and takes it in for a 2-point shot. That brings us to 7-19 in favor of the Skyrockets. Skyrocket number 1 is dribbling the ball around the line. Looks like he's going to pass it to number 2. Number 2 brings it towards the corner before taking it back out and passing number 35. 35 passes in towards 15. Now the ball is hit back to him by the Panthers. 15 then goes in for a shot, and the ball is taken from him by Panther number 10, Peyton Horn. Horn then passes the ball to number 2, Slay Tucker, who goes for a shot. The shot bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 drives to the other end of the court and passes to number 1, who goes for the last second shot, but it is no good. That concludes the second quarter of play. The running score will be 7 Seymour and 19 Wellington. It'll be a 7-minute half.
Lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow. Moving with the motion, following the light that sets me Rouse on the track. Rouse on the track. Rouse on the track.
All right, coming back from the half, it'll be Panther ball. Ball's being passed in by number 3, Rangel. Rangel passed it to number 10, Horn. And then pass it back to Rangel. Rangel then pass it to number 1, Sadler. Sadler's looking for someone to pass to, and he finds it in number 5, Vestal. Vestal then passes the ball back to number 1, Sadler, who then passes number 3, Rangel. Rangel drives towards the hoop and goes for the 2-point shot, but it bounces off. Ball is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 then passes it to number 4, who drives to the other end of the court. Number 4 goes for the shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 10, Horn. Horn then tries to pass back in, but the Skyrockets manage to recover it. They take another shot, and it bounces off again. And the ball's recovered by the Panthers. And that looks like a foul. The foul's against Skyrocket number 3 for a push. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 5, Jackson Vestal. He passes it to number 3, Rangel, who looks like he's going to drive it down court. All right, number 3 passes number 1. Sadler goes for the 3-point shot, but bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 35. 35 passes the ball to number 3, who then drives it to the other end of the court. Number 3 passes it to number 2, who pushes in towards the hoop and goes for a 2-point shot. Bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 1, Sadler, where the ball is then hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets. Ball will be thrown back in by Panther number 5, Jackson Vestal. Vestal throws it to number 1, Sadler, who tries to drive it down court, but it looks like there's a foul against Skyrocket number 3 for a push. That is his 3rd foul of the game. Ball's being passed back in by Vestal once again. He passes it to Sadler once again. Sadler then tries to drive the ball to the other end of the court, but it looks like there's I think that's an out of bounds against the Panthers. Let's see. Skyrocket number 3 is driving the ball back to the other end of the court. He passes number 4, who then passes number 2. Number 2 passes the ball to number 35, who then passes number 3. Number 3 drives towards the hoop and goes for a shot and makes it. The shot is called good. And there's a foul called against the Panthers. The foul's on Panther number 5, Jackson Vestal, for hold. Foul results in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 3. First at the free throws is no good. Ball is recovered by Skyrocket number 15, who passes out to number 2. 2 goes for the 3-point shot, but bounces off the hoop and is recovered by number 3. Number 3 goes for the 2-point shot, but again bounces off and is recovered by Panther number 3, Rangel. Rangel passes it to number 10, Horn, who then passes to number 5, Vestal. Vestal is driving the ball to the other end of the court. The Skyrockets drive the ball to their end of the court and score. The Panthers score a 2-pointer. Skyrocket 35 is pushing the ball towards the hoop. He passes to number 4. Number 4 tries to pass number 2, but the ball is taken from him by Panther number 3, Rangel. Rangel drives to the other end of the court and goes for a shot, which bounces off the hoop. But there was a foul against the Skyrockets. That is a hit against Skyrocket number 2. His first foul of the game and the Skyrockets' third team foul of this quarter. Due to the foul, free throws have been awarded to Panther number 3, Alex Rangel, the first of which is no good. The second of the free throws is good. Ball is passed back in by Skyrocket number 35 to number 3. Number 3 then drives the ball to the other end of the court. Number 3 passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 drives the ball towards the corner before pushing into the hoop. He passes back out to number 3. He goes for the 3-point shot. The shot makes it. There's just under 3 minutes left on our clock for the quarter. Panther number 1, Sattler, is driving the ball down the court. Sattler passes the ball to number 3, Rangel. Rangel then pushes the ball before passing to number 5, Vestal. Vestal goes for the 3-point shot and makes it. Skyrocket number 35 passes the ball back into number 3. Number 3 then drives the ball down court. He passes it to number 1. Number 1 looks like he's going to pass the ball to number 4. Number 4 tries to pass the ball, but it is taken from him by the Panthers, and there's a foul. The foul is against number 4 for a push. It is the Skyrockets' fourth team foul, and results in the Panthers receiving the ball. It'll be passed in by number 5, Vestal, to number 3, Rangel. Just over 2 minutes are left on the clock. The Skyrockets managed to steal the ball and drive it back to their end of the court. It looks like a foul against Panther number 10, Horn. Foul results in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 1. That is Horn's third foul of the game. Now the first of the free throws is no good. Second of the free throws is no good. The third of the free throws is also no good. The ball is caught by Panther number 22, Taraji. However, the ball is taken from him by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 brings it back to their 3-point line. Pass to number 2. Number 2 passes to number 35, who goes in for the shot. It bounces off the hoop. And looks like there's a foul. That is a push against Skyrocket number 1. Looks like that's the 5th team foul of the quarter. Are the refs gonna... Okay. Looks like they're not gonna run with the bonus. Panther number 1, Sattler, is passing the ball. Number 21, Camden. Camden passes the ball. Number 22, Taraji. Taraji goes for the 2-point shot, but bounces off the hoop. The ball is recovered by Skyrocket number 35. Skyrocket 35. Pat hands the ball off to number 1, who then drives down court. Number 1 passes to number 2. Number 2 passes back to number 1. Number 1 passes to number 4. Number 4 passes to number 35. 35 passes to number 15. 15 passes to number 2, who tries to go for the shot, but the ball is hit out of his hands by Panther number 10, Horn. Horn then recovers the ball and hands it off to number 1, Sadler. Sadler drives down the court and goes for the shot, but it bounces off the hoop. The Skyrockets recover the ball, and their number 2 brings it to the other end of the court and goes for the shot. Bounces off the hoop and is hit out of bounds by Skyrocket number 15. Ball's being passed in by Panther number 3, Wengel, to number 1, Sadler. Sadler then drives it to the other end of the court. As Sadler hands the ball off to Rangel, who's looking for a path towards the hoop. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The last second shot is no good. That concludes the third quarter of play. The running score will be Seymour 13, Wellington 26.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand.
Coming back from the timeout, it is Skyrocket ball. Skyrocket number 35 passes the ball to number 4. Number 4 tries to pass number 3, but the ball is taken from him by Panther number 1, Sadler. Sadler drives it to the other end of the court and goes for the shot. However, it is hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets. There was also a foul. The foul is against Skyrocket number 3 for a hit. I believe that is his 4th foul of the game. Yes, it is. Due to that foul, free throws will be awarded to Panther number 1, Sadler. Second of the free throws is good. Brings it to 14-26 in favor of Wellington. Ball is being driven down the court by Wellington's number 3. Number 3 passes number 4. Number 4 passes number 15. 15 drives the ball under the hoop and goes for the shot. He makes it. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Rangel. Rangel passes it to number 1, Sadler. Sadler is then driving the ball down the court. Sadler passes the ball to number 3, Rangel. Rangel pushes it towards the hoop before passing number 1, Sadler. It's like Sadler's gonna dribble the ball around the 3-point line. Sadler then passes it to number 5, Vestal. Vestal passes the ball to number 4, Remy. And he passes the ball back to Vestal. Vestal looking for someone to pass to. He tries to get it to Rangel. However, the ball is taken from him by Skyrocket number 2, who drives to the other end of the court and scores. Ball is being passed back in by Panther number 3, Rangel. Rangel passes it to number 1, Sadler, who drives it down to the other end of the court. Sadler passes the ball, number 5, Vestal. Vestal tries to pass to Sadler. However, the ball is taken again by Skyrocket number 2, who hands off to number 4 before driving to the other end of the court. Number 4 goes for a shot, bounces off the hoop, and is recovered by 15. 15 goes for 2 consecutive shots, both of which bounce off. The first was recovered by him, and the second was recovered by Panther number 10, Peyton Horn. Peyton then passes the ball to number 1, Sadler, who drives it down to the other end of the court. Sadler passes number 3, Rangel, who then passes number 5, Vestal. Vestal goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the backboard and is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 passes the ball to number 3, who then drives it down to the other end of the court. Number 3 passes the ball. Number 4 who passes number 35. Number 35 tries to pass number 15, but the ball ends up going out of bounds against the Skyrockets. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 5, Vestal. He'll be passing it to number 3, Rangel. Rangel is driving the ball to the other end of the court. Rangel goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 3. Number 3 passes to number 2, passing number 15. 15 go to that 2-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 passes to number 3, goes in for the shot again, and this time he makes it. That ball will be passed back in by Panther number 5, Vestal. Vestal passes it to Rangel. Just under 4 minutes are on the clock. Looks like that is a full timeout by the Panthers.
It's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? Baby, won't you let the light shine through? Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire.
Coming back from the timeout, it looks like it'll be Panther ball. The ball will be passed in by number 5, Jackson Vestal. There is 3 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock, and the Skyrockets lead the game by 18 points. Rangel is dribbling the ball down court. Looks like he's going to drive it towards the hoop. He tries to pass it, however, the ball hits his foot and is taken by the Skyrockets. The Skyrockets then drive it to the end of the court, where their number 3 pushes in towards the hoop and tries to pass to number 15. However, the ball gets hit out of bounds. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 5, Jackson Vestal. Ball is being driven down court by Panther number 3, Alex Rangel. Rangel passes the ball to number 1, Sadler, who goes for the 3-point shot. However, it bounces off the hoop. The ball is then recovered by the Skyrockets. There, number 2 drives it down court before passing number 3. Number 3 passes number 15. 15 goes for the 2-point shot and makes it. Panther number 1, Sadler, tries to drive the ball down in towards the hoop. However, the Skyrockets almost take it from him. He manages to get it to number 3, Rangel, who then dribbles around the 3-point line. 2 minutes 45 are on the clock. Rangel, once he finds his mark, tries to push towards the hoop, but he is blocked. He then passes to Panther number 41, Ty, who passes to number 1, Sadler. Sadler passes the ball to number 3, Rangel. Rangel passes the ball, number 5, Vestal. Vestal then tries to pass to Panther number 41, however the ball is taken. Vestal manages to recover the ball, and he passes it to number 1, Sadler. Sadler goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrockets number 4, where Sadler manages to take the ball back from him and pass to number 41. 41 passes to number 3, Rangel. Minute 58 on the clock. Rangel drives the ball towards the hoop before passing it to Panther number 10, Horn. Horn goes for the 2-point shot, but bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 15. 15 passes the ball to number 2, who then hands off to number 3. Number 3 then pushes towards the hoop and passes to number 2. Number 2 passes into number 15, but the ball is taken by Panther number 5, Jackson Vestal. Vestal drives the ball to the other end of the court. He passes number 1, Sadler. Sadler passes number 41, who goes for the 3-point shot, but it misses the hoop and goes out of bounds. The ball is being passed back in by Skyrocket number 35. It gets passed to number 1, who is now dribbling it down court. Number 1 passes to number 4, who tries to pass back to number 1, but the ball is hidden away by Panther number 3, Vestal. Skyrocket number 1 manages to recover the ball, and he drives it back towards the hoop and passes it to number 3. Goes for the 3-point shot and makes it. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Rangel. However, the ball is taken as is being passed in by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 scores a shot before it's thrown back in by number 3, Rangel, to number 21, Camden. Camden passes it back to Rangel, who then starts driving down court, but looks like there's a timeout. Or not a timeout, there's subs. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 5, Vestal. Vestal passes the ball, number 21, Camden. Camden drives it towards the hoop. He tries to pass number 4, Remy, but the ball is taken by Skyrocket number 35. Number 35 tries to pass the ball to number 4, but it goes out of bounds. There is 39 seconds on the clock. Skyrocket number 2 is driving the ball back down to the other end of the court. He passes it to number 1. Number 1 then passes the ball to number 3. Number 3 passes back to number 1, who passes number 2. Number 2 passes number 35, who goes in for the shot, but it bounces off. There's 10 seconds on the clock. Ball is being driven down court by Panther number 5, Vestal. Vestal passes number 20, Camden. Camden passes number 41. Number 41 passes number 21, who goes for the last second shot, but it is no good. That concludes this JV ball game. The final score will be Seymour 14, Wellington 39. The Seymour Varsity Panthers will be playing the Wellington Varsity Skyrockets in about 10 minutes.
But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
All right, we're coming into the varsity game. Starting for the Panthers will be number 4, Matthew Strickland. Number 10, Avery Parrish. Number 1, Brady Mathis. Number 3, Tyler Whitfield. And for the first time this season, number 2, Keaton Anderson. Starting for Wellington will be number 10, number 21, number 1, and number 12. Wellington starts the game by getting the ball. Wellington, number 4, passes the ball to number 10. Number 10 goes for the shot, bounces off the hoop, and is then put in by number 12. Ball is passed back in by Panther number 2, Keene. Anderson then passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who passed to number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball back to Whitfield, who then passed back to Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 10, Parrish, who drives it towards the hoop and goes for the shot. Bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 21. Skyrockets then bring the ball back to there in the court where the ref blows his whistle. Or her whistle. Let's see. Looks like it goes out of bounds against the Panthers. It'll be passed back in by Wellington number 12. Number 12 passes the ball to number 10, who passes back number 12. And 12 goes for that three-point shot and makes it. That brings us to 0-5. Favor of Wellington. Ball is being driven back to the other end of the court by Panther number 10, Parrish. Parrish passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, and passes it back to Parrish. Parrish passes the ball to number 2, Anderson, who goes for that three-point shot and makes it. Ball is passed back in by Skyrocket number 1. He passed it to number 4, who drives down court. Number 4 passes to number 10. Number 10 passes to number 1. And number 1 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 pushes towards the hoop before passing number 1. Number 1 drives towards the hoop before passing number 4. Number 4 passes to number 10. Number 10 tries to bring it in towards the hoop, but the ball is knocked out of his hands by Keaton. It is then taken by number 3, Whitfield, to the other end of the court. If our camera was going to show it. Whitfield goes for a shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 10. Number 10 then drives it back to the other end and scores a two-pointer. The ball is passed back in by the Panthers, and number 3, Whitfield, attempts to drive it down court, but looks like there's a foul. That is a foul against Skyrocket number 12. Foul results in it being Panther ball. It looks like number 11, Betts, is being subbed in for number 1, Mathis. Ball is being passed back in by number 2, Anderson, to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield is now driving the ball down court. Whitfield passed the ball to number 11, Betts, who passes back to Whitfield. Whitfield then passes the ball back to Betts. Betts tries to pass the ball to number 2, Anderson, but it is taken by Skyrocket number 21. 21 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 then passes the ball to number 4, who takes it the rest of the way down the court. Number 4 tries to pass number 21, but the ball is taken from him by number 10, Parrish. Parrish tries to the other end of the court and hands off to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield passes the ball to number 2, Anderson, who goes in for that 2-point shot, but it bounces out of the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 21. Number 21 passes number 1, who then passes number 12. Number 12 drives to the other end of the court and passes number 21. 21 takes it in for that 2-point shot and makes it. Skyrockets are now leading the game by 6 points. Panther number 2, Anderson, drives the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball to number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes number 10, Parrish. Parrish passes the ball back to Strickland, who goes for the 3-point shot and makes it. That brings us to a 3-point difference between the two teams. Ball's being driven down court by the Skyrockets. He gets past to number 12 and then passes to number 10. Number 10 tries to drive the ball in towards the hoop, but it is taken from him by number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield gets the ball to number 2, Anderson, who then passes it down court. And the Panthers score. That is a timeout called by the Panthers. Looks like it's for 30 seconds. And that brings our ball game to 8-9 in favor of Wellington with 4 minutes 35 on the clock. Coming back from the timeout, it will be Skyrocket ball. Ball's being driven down court by number 4. Number 4 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 goes for a bit before passing number 1. Number 1 passes number 10. Number 10 passes number 21. 21 goes in for that 2-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes number 4, Strickland. He passes number 11, Betts. Betts goes for that 2-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 12. Number 12 then rushes to the other end of the court and goes for his own 2-point shot. It bounces off and it's recovered by Skyrocket number 10. Number 10 passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 then passes it to number 10. And number 10 drives the ball towards the hoop. He tries to go for the shot, but he ends up having to pass to number 12. Number 12 ends up making it. The ball is passed back in by the Panthers, and it ends up in the hands of number 2, Anderson, who drives down court. Anderson passes it to number 10, Parrish, who then passes it back to Anderson. Anderson then passes the ball to number 11, Betts, where there is then a foul against, looks like Skyrocket number 10, his first of the game, and the second team foul of the quarter. 3.5 minutes are left on the clock. Ball has been passed in by the Panthers. Number 3, Whitfield passes the ball. Number 2, Anderson, who tries to go for the 3-point shot, but he is just a little bit short. The ball is then driven back down court by the Skyrockets. Skyrocket number 1 passing number 4, who goes for the shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets. It gets in the hands of number 12, who goes for another 3-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is nearly recovered by Panther number 11, Betts, but it ends up getting jumped in favor of the Panthers. Panther number 1, Brady Mathis, is being subbed in for Panther number 2, Keaton Anderson. Mathis passes the ball in to number 3, Whitfield, who drives it down court. Whitfield passes it to number 10, Parrish. Parrish then passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who then passes to number 1, Mathis. Mathis goes for that 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets. Skyrocket number 1 drives down to the other end of the court. He passes to number 4. Number 4 then passes back to number 1, who goes for that 3-point shot, and the ball makes it in. Ball is being passed back in by Panther number 10, Parrish. Parrish passes it to number 1, Mathis. who drives it down court. Mathis passes number 10, Parrish. Parrish drives towards the hoop and goes with a 2-point shot. He makes it. That brings us to a 4-point ball game. There's just over 2 minutes 15 on the clock. The whistle was blown with 2 minutes 10 on the clock. It looks like the ball was out of bounds against the Skyrockets. Ball's being passed back in by Panther number 1, Brady Mathis. Mathis passes it to number 4, Matthew Strickland, and Strickland begins to drive down court. Strickland hands the ball back to Whitfield, who then passes number 11, Betts. Betts drives towards the hoop before passing number 1, Mathis. Mathis goes with a 3-point shot, but it goes over the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 then drives it to the other end of the court. He hands off to number 12. Number 12 pushes in towards the hoop and goes with a shot. It bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield begins to drive the ball back to the Panthers' end of the court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 11, Betts. Betts passes it to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield drives towards the hoop, and he tries to go for a shot, but it looks like there's a foul against the Skyrockets. It is a push against, it looked like, Skyrocket number 12. Panther number 1, Mathis, is being subbed out for number 12, Hossis. The foul was called on the floor, and as such, it will be passed in by Panther number 4, Strickland. Looks like there's another sub by the Skyrockets, number 10 from number 12. Strickland will be passing the ball in. He passes it to number 10, Parrish. Parrish then passes the ball, number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield passes number 4, Strickland, who goes for the shot. It bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 15. 15 then begins to drive it down to the other end of the court. 15 passes the ball to number 2, who goes with a 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop. Number 2 manages to recover the ball, and he passes it to number 10. Number 10 goes with a 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Panthers and then hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets with just over a minute on the clock. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Tyler Whitfield. The score has not moved in 2 minutes. 10-14. Looks like that is a sub. Panther number 1, Mathis, is being subbed in for number 11, James Betts. The ball will be passed in by Panther number 4, Matthew Strickland. He passes it to number 3, Whitfield, who then begins to drive it down to the other end of the court. Whitfield hands the ball off to Hostis, who then passes it in to number 10, Parrish. Parrish goes in for that 2-point shot, but there is a foul. The foul is against Skyrocket number 15 for a push, and the foul results in free throws being awarded to Panther number 10, Avery Parrish. The first of Parrish's free throws is no good. Panther number 1, Mathis, is subbed out for number 11, Betts. The second of Parrish's free throws is also no good. The ball is, after wrestling it for a little bit, the ball is hit out of bounds by Skyrocket number 1. The ball will be thrown back in by the Panthers. Number 12, Hostis, is subbed out for number 1, Mathis. And actually throwing the ball in will be number 3, Whitfield. Seconds, yep. There's just over 48 seconds on the clock. Whitfield is throwing the ball to number 10, Parrish. Parrish catches the ball. He pushes it down court before passing number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield passes to number 1, Mathis, who then dribbles around and passes number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 10, Parrish, who pushes in towards the hoop before handing off to number 4, Strickland. Strickland then passes the ball to number 1, Mathis. Mathis passes to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield dribbles the ball around the court. Looks like he's going to drive in towards the hoop. He ends up, before he can go anywhere, there's a timeout called by the Panthers. It's looking like the timeout will be for 30 seconds.
catch me again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and sold in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like, boy, don't test me. Now I mean it, boy, don't best me. Man, pop around, said too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off the jet ski. Chat like I've been stuck, always wanna chat like damage shock. You gotta wait for average walk to be walking my chat like savage pop. You got a team, go get 'em. No hesitate, my G, just bell up. No one can stick to way after Rick to you and your gifts get drenched in.
All right, coming back from that timeout, it will be Panther ball. Looks like number 2, Anderson, was subbed back in for number 11, Betts. The ball is being passed in by number 1, Mathis. He passes it to number 2. Anderson then begins to drive the ball down court. He passes it to number 3, Whitfield, and then passes back to number 2, Anderson. Anderson pushes in towards the hoop and tries to go for the shot, but it just misses. It is caught by Skyrocket number 10, who then passes it down the court, where there is then a foul. The foul is against Panther number 2, Keaton Anderson. That is the Panthers' first team foul of this quarter with 5 seconds on the clock. Due to the foul, the Skyrockets will receive the ball under the hoop with 5 seconds. Oh, and there's a timeout by the Skyrockets. Looks like the timeout will be for 30 seconds. All right, coming back from that timeout, it'll be Skyrocket ball. The ball will be passed in by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 passes the ball in, and Skyrockets go for the shot. It bounces off, and Panther number 10, Parrish, goes for the last-second shot. It hits the backboard and is no good. That concludes the first quarter of play. The running score will be Seymour 10, Wellington 14. All right, coming back from that timeout, it will be Skyrocket ball. The ball will be passed in by Skyrocket number 1. It looks like Panther number 2, Anderson, was subbed out for number 11, Betts. Skyrocket number 4 drives the ball towards the hoop. He passes to number 1. Number 1 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 goes with a 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, and then passes it to number 11, Betts. Betts goes in for the 2-point shot, but it bounces out. Ball is recovered by Panther number 1, Mathis, who goes for another 2-point shot, but it again bounces out. The Skyrockets recover the ball there. Number 12 drives it down court. He passes to number 2, who passes number 4. Number 4 tries to pass to number 21, but the ball ends up going out of bounds. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 1, Brady Mathis. Mathis is passing the ball into he tries to get number 10 Parrish, but the ball is taken by Skyrocket number 21. 21 then drives in towards the hoop and goes for a shot. But there's a foul called. The foul is against Panther number 1, Brady Mathis, for a block. The foul will result in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 21. Panther number 1 Mathis is subbed out for number 12, Bryson Hostis. The first of the free throws is no good. Second of the free throws is good. Ball is thrown back in by Panther number 10 Parrish. Parrish throws it to number 3 Whitfield. Whitfield then begins to drive the ball down court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 11 Betts. Betts tries to pass the ball to number 12 Hostis, but it is taken from him by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 passes the ball to number 12, who then drives it down court. He hands off to number 2, who then passes to number 1. Number 1 pushes in towards the hoop. He goes for the 2-point shot, but it bounces out and is recovered by Panther number 10 Parrish. Parrish passes the ball to number 3 Whitfield, who then passes it to number 4 Strickland. Strickland drives it all the way to the other end of the court and goes for a 2-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 12. Number 12 drives it back to the other end of the court, and he goes in for the shot. However, there's a charge foul called against him. The charge is against Skyrocket number 12. The ball... Oh, that is number 12's third foul of this ball game. With 6:46 in the half already. Holy. You watched about 2 years ago. That looks like just how Hagen was. Ball is passed in by number 4, Matthew Strickland. Strickland passed it to number 2, Keen Anderson. Keen Anderson drives it down all the way down court. He tries to go in for a 2-point shot, but the ball goes out of bounds. Ball will be passed back in by Skyrocket number 1. Looks like he's passing it to number 4. Number 1. Yep, number 1 passed it to number 4. Number 4 then drives the ball back to the other end of the court. He passes to number 2. Number 2 drives up towards the hoop. He then passes number 4. Number 4 drives towards the hoop. He goes for the shot. It goes in, and it looks like there was a foul against the Panthers. Actually, no, it was a foul against Skyrocket number 21. Like for a push. The foul will result in the Panthers receiving the ball. It will be passed in by number 4, Matthew Strickland. Looks like either to number 2, Keen Anderson, or number 3, Tyler Whitfield. He ends up getting passed to number 2, Anderson. Anderson then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He passed the ball, number 3, Whitfield, who then hands it off back to Anderson. Anderson's looking for a path to get towards the hoop. He ends up passing number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield passes the ball back to Anderson, who goes for that 3-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is nearly recovered by Panther number 11, Betts. However, it ends up getting knocked out of bounds. It'll be passed back in by Skyrocket number 1 to number 2. Number 2 begins to drive the ball down court. There is 5 minutes, 55 seconds on the clock. Skyrocket number 10 passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 passes it to number 2. Number 2 goes for the shot, however, bounces off the hoop. After bouncing off the hoop a couple times, it looks like there's a foul call against the Panthers. The foul will be against Panther number, looks like 3. No, that was actually 4. Matthew Strickland. The foul results in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 21. The first of number 21's shots is good. I'm pretty sure that was the second point of this quarter. And all right, there was the third as the second shot is good. It's honestly looking like both teams are pretty stalled right now. The Panthers have not scored at all, and the Skyrockets have scored 3 points in the second quarter of play. Panther number 1, Mathis, passed the ball in to number 2, Anderson. Anderson drives it down to the other end of the court. Anderson passed the ball to number 11, Betts, who then pushes towards the hoop. Betts goes for the 2-point shot and makes it. Just as I mentioned, the Panthers haven't scored. They go ahead and do it. Maybe we need to do that a little more. Skyrocket number 2 is dribbling the ball down court. He pushes towards the hoop, and it looks like he's going to pass the ball to number 10. Number 10 pushes towards the hoop before passing number 2. Number 2 goes for the 3-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 21, who goes ahead and makes the 2-point shot. Ball's then passed back in by Panther number 1, Mathis, to number 2, Anderson. Anderson then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes number 11, Betts. Betts then passes the ball to number 12, Hostis. As Hostis tries to drive the ball down towards the hoop, looks like there's a foul against Skyrocket number 4. That is their third team foul of the quarter. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 1, Brady Mathis. Also, it looks like Panther number 4, Strickland, got subbed out for number 12, Hostis. And that looks like 5 seconds. And because of that, it will be Skyrocket ball. Ball will be passed in by Skyrocket number 1 to number 2. All right, Skyrocket number 21 pushes in towards the court. He passes the ball back out to number 2. Number 2 passes number 15. 15 passes number 1 and goes for that 3-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 11, Betts. Betts then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He tries to pass it, but ends up getting hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets. Let's see, Panther number 10, Parrish, and number 4, Strickland, are subbed in for number 12, Hostis, and number 11, Betts. The ball will be passed in by Panther number 3, Tyler Whitfield. Whitfield passes the ball to number 10, Parrish. Parrish pushes towards the court before passing number 4, Strickland. Strickland goes for the 2-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is hit out of bounds by Skyrocket number 1. 4 minutes 15 are on the clock. And the Skyrockets lead by 7 points. Panther number 3, Whitfield, is passing the ball back in. He passes it to number 10, Parrish. Parrish passes the ball back to Whitfield and then passes to number 2, Anderson. Anderson goes for that 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 21. 21 then passes to number 1, who passes to number 15. 15 drives down to the other end of the court and scores a 2-point shot. That looks like a full timeout called by the Panthers.
Waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me free.
All right, coming back from this timeout, it's looking like it'll be Panther ball. There's 3 minutes and 58 seconds on this clock. And the Skyrockets lead the game by 9 points. No, what's happening here is exactly what happened in all 4 games within the Poolville tournament. The Panthers defend hard for the first half of the quarter, and then they let their defense slip, and the opponent team scores. We'll see if the Panthers have learned from the tournament and can recover their intensity. Panther number 2, Anderson, receives the ball. He drives it down court. He passes number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then passes the ball back to Anderson, who goes for that 3-point shot. The ball misses the hoop and goes out of bounds. The ball will be passed back in by Skyrocket number 4. Looks like he'll be passing to number 10. Number 10 is driving it down court. Number 10 passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 then passes it number 15. 15 goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop. It's recovered by Skyrocket number 21, who goes for a 2-point shot. It bounces off again, and 21 recovers it again. He scores this time. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 3, Whitfield. He passes it to number 11, Betts. Betts then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes to number 10, Parrish, who pushes in towards the hoop. Parrish goes for the 2-point shot and makes it. However, there is a charge called against him. Skyrocket number 1 is passing the ball, and it looks like to number 4. You know, he calls number 10 over, who then receives the ball. Number 10 begins to drive it down to the other end of the court. Number 10 brings it all the way up for the hoop and goes for a shot. However, the ball bounces off and is knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. All right, ball is being passed in by Skyrocket number 21. He passes it to number 1, who goes in for the 2-point shot and makes it. Having Skyrocket leads at 13 points. Panther number 3, Whitfield, is driving the ball to the other end of the court. He passes to number 11, Betts. Betts then passes the ball back to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield passes number 12, Hostis. Hostis passes the ball back to Whitfield, who then passes number 1, Mathis. Mathis dribbles the ball around the 3-point line before passing number 4, Strickland, who then pushes in towards the hoop. He then passes out to number 1, Mathis, who then also pushes it towards the hoop. He passes to number 12, Hostis, who hands off to number 11, Betts. Betts then passes the ball to number 1, Mathis. He goes for the 3-point shot. The ball bounces out of the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 then passes the ball to number 10, who brings it all the way to the other end of the court. The ball is then hit out of bounds by the Skyrockets. There is 2 minutes 14 left on the clock. Skyrockets still hold a lead of 13 points. Ball is passed in by number 1, Mathis. It is caught by Skyrocket number 10, who scores a 2-pointer. The ball is then passed back in by number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, then passes it back to Betts. Betts drives the ball to the other end of the court before passing number 4, Strickland. Strickland goes for the 3-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is covered by Panther number 12, Bryson Hostis. Hostis passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, and then pushes in towards the hoop. Whitfield tries to pass to number 4, Strickland, but there's a foul against Skyrocket number 10. That is the Skyrockets' 4th team foul of this quarter, and Skyrocket number 10's 2nd personal foul. A minute 53 on the clock. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who goes for that 3-point shot. Ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 0, Eben Estraka. Estraka tries to go for the 2-point shot, but it goes over the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 15. 15 then drives the ball down to the other end of the court. Right, hands it off to number 4, who goes for a 2-point shot. Number 4 then passes the ball to number 21, who goes for his own shot and makes it. The ball is passed back in by the Panthers and being driven down court by number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then passes the ball to number 0, Estraka, who tries to go for the 3-point shot, but the ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets. Skyrockets rushes to the end of the court where they go for a 2-point shot, but he ends up traveling. Also, looks like our camera is freaking out again. Let me fix it real quick. Ball will be passed back in by Panther number 4, Matthew Strickland. Minute 17 is on the clock. Skyrockets lead by 17 points. I mean, any of y'all who watched the Poolville tournament, this has been exactly what we saw there. Panthers start off with a strong defense, but then let the intensity slip. Strickland passes the ball, number 3 Whitfield, and Whitfield begins to drive it down court. He gets past Skyrocket number 2 and passes number 11 Betts. Betts passes the ball, number 10 Parrish, who tries to bring it in towards the hoop, but the ball is hit out of his hands by the Skyrockets. Minute 5 on the clock. Ball is being passed in by Panther number 3 Tyler Whitfield. Whitfield passes the ball to number 10 Parrish, who then passes number 12 Hossis. Hossis tries to pass the ball to number 3 Whitfield. However, the ball is hit out of bounds by Skyrocket number 1. Looks like the ball will be passed back in by Panther number 4 Strickland. A minute on the clock. Strickland passes the ball to number 3 Whitfield. Whitfield drives it towards the hoop before passing number 4 Strickland. Strickland then passes the ball. Number 10 Parrish, who goes for the 3-point shot, but the ball misses the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 then begins to drive the ball down court. He passes number 1, who goes for the 2-point shot. Number 1's shot is no good, but Skyrocket number 15 recovers the ball and scores his own layup. The ball's then passed back in by Panther number 4 Strickland, number 11 Betts. Betts drives it to the other end of the court and passes number 12 Hostis. Hostis goes in for that 2-point shot and makes it. First in quite a while for the Panthers. Skyrocket number 4 is driving the ball back down to the other end of the court. Looks like that is a push. Pushes against Panther number 3, Whitfield. That was Whitfield's first foul of the game. Ball is passed back in by Skyrocket number 21 to number 4. Number 4 then begins to dribble the ball down court. Number 4 passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 then passed back number 4, who passed number 21. 21 passes number 4. Number 4 goes for the last second shot as the buzzer rings, but it is no good. That concludes the second quarter of the play and the half. The running score will be Seymour 14, Wellington 31. It'll be an 8-minute halftime.
Final gates to open to a new tomorrow. Moving with the motion, following the
Buen toma, toma, más.
All right, coming back from that half, it looks like it'll be Panther ball. Ball will be passed in by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who then begins to drive it down court. Whitfield passes the ball to Betts, who then tries to pass to Strickland. However, the ball ends up going out of bounds. Ball will be passed in by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 passes it to number 1, who then begins to dribble it down court. Number 1 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 then passes it to number 1. Number 1 passes number 21, who goes in for that 2-point shot and makes it. Panther number 2, Anderson, is passing the ball back in. Number 3, Whitfield, gets it, and he begins to drive it down court, but there's a foul called against Skyrocket number 10. That's number 10's third foul of the game. It's at minute 32 on the clock. Ball will be passed in by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes it to number 2, Anderson, who then passes to number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball back to Anderson, who then takes it in towards the hoop. He then passes out to number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes to number 11, Betts. Betts passes to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield drives towards the hoop. He goes for the shot, but a travel is called. Ball's passed back in by Skyrocket number 1 to number 4. Number 4 drives the ball down court and tries to pass to number 10, however gets hit out of bounds. Looks like it'll be passed back in by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland passes the ball into number 3, Whitfield, who then drives it down court. Whitfield passes number 11, Betts. He passes back to Whitfield. Whitfield then tries to take it in for a 2-point shot. There is a foul against Skyrocket number 10. As a result of the foul, free throws have been awarded to Panther number 3, Whitfield. That is Skyrocket number 10's 4th foul of this ball game, with 6 minutes 53 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Foul results in 2 free throws being awarded to Panther number 3, Whitfield, the first of which is good. Second of the free throws is no good. The ball is recovered by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 begins to drive it down to the other end of the court. He passes to number 12. 12 pushes in towards the hoop. Number 12 passes the ball to number 4. Number 4 pushes towards the hoop before passing number 10. Number 10 goes in for the shot, but he ends up having to pass number 4. Number 4 passes number 12. Number 12 brings it in, goes for the shot. He makes it. Ball is passed back in by Panther number 2, Anderson, to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then passes it back to Anderson, who takes it down to the other end of the court. He shoots a 3-point shot and makes it. The Skyrockets try the ball to the other end of the court. They go for a 3-point shot, but it bounces off. It is recovered by number 10, Parrish, who hands off to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield drives the ball to the other end of the court before passing him for Strickland. Strickland takes it in for the 2-point shot and makes it. Skyrocket number 10 is driving the ball back down to the other end of the court. He tries to pass number 21, but the ball is taken from him by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland then passes to number 11, Betts, who then passes back out to Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 2, Anderson. Anderson drives towards the hoop and goes for the 2-point shot. The ball makes it in. The Skyrockets drive the ball back to the other end of the court. It gets passed to number 12. Number 12 tries to push in towards the hoop. He manages to make past the free throw line before having passed number 4. Number 4 passes the ball to number 21. 21 tries to go for the shot. He gets it off and makes it. That looks like a timeout. 30-second timeout. Looks like the timeout was charged to the Skyrockets. Coming back from timeout is Panther ball. Panther number 3, Whitfield, drives to the other end of the court. Then he goes for a shot, but misses, and then gets passed out to number 2, Keaton Anderson, who scores. Skyrockets drive the ball back to their end of the court. Their number 12 goes for a shot, bounces off, and is covered by Panther number 10, Avery Parrish. Parrish hands the ball back to number 2, Anderson, who then passes it number 4, Strickland. Strickland takes the other end of the court and tries to go for a 2-point shot, but the ball's taken from him by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 passes the ball to number 4, who then passes it back to number 1. Looks like there's a foul against the Panthers. Fouls against Panther number 11, James Betts. Panthers' first team foul of the quarter, and that is Betts' first foul. Foul results in free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 1. First of the free throws is good. Second of the free throws is also good. After the ball is passed back in, Panther number 3, Whitfield, drives it down court. He hands it off to number 2, Anderson, who then passes to number 10, Parrish. Parrish goes in for the 2-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 then drives to the other end of the court where he loses the ball. It is recovered by Panther number 2, Anderson, who passes to number 10, Parrish. Parrish takes it in for the layup and scores. There was also a foul against the Skyrockets. Fouls against Skyrocket number 21, his second of the ball game, and the Skyrockets' third foul. Results in free throws being awarded to Panther number 10, Parrish. His free throw is good. That brings their score to 28-39 in favor of the Skyrockets. Skyrockets rush the ball to their end of the court. They hand it off to number 12. Number 12 then pushes in towards the hoop before passing number 21. 21 goes for the shot and makes it. The shot is called good by a ref, and there is a foul against the Panthers. Fouls on Panther number, looked like 11. No, it was actually number 12. Hostis, his first foul of the game. The foul was for a push. That is the Panthers' second team foul of the quarter. The foul results in 2 free throws being awarded to Skyrocket number 21. Sure, a free throw, and that free throw was good. Ball's being passed in by Panther number 4, Strickland. He passed it to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. Whitfield passed it to number 10, Parrish, who passes number 4, Strickland. Strickland goes for the 2-point shot, but it is knocked off course by the Skyrockets. Skyrocket number 1 passes the ball down court to number 12, who goes in for the shot, however bounces off the hoop. Number 12 recovers the ball, and the ball ends up being hit out of bounds by the Panthers. Skyrocket number 2 passes the ball into number 21. 21 brings it under the hoop and goes for the shot. However, it bounces off the hoop. After the Panthers try and get the ball, it ends up going out of bounds. It'll be passed back in by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 passes the ball into number 21. 21 brings it up towards the hoop before passing to number 12. Number 12 goes with the 3-point shot, but the ball bounces off. Panthers recover the ball, and it ends up in the hands of Panther number 3, Tyler Whitfield. Whitfield then drives the ball down to the other court. He passes to number 11, James Betts. Betts passes the ball. Number 10, Avery Parrish, and Parrish passes it back to Whitfield. Whitfield goes for that 3-point shot and makes it. That brings us to 31-42 in favor of the Skyrockets. From a 17-point lead to a 11-point lead. However, the Skyrockets managed to rush the ball to the end of the court and score a shot. There was also a push foul against the Panthers' number 4, Matthew Strickland. And that was Strickland's second foul of the game and the Panthers' third team foul of the quarter. The foul results in 1 free throw being awarded to Skyrocket number 1. That is no good. The Panthers then try and drive the ball down to the end of the court. However, Panthers call a timeout. Looks like that timeout will be for 30 seconds. Coming back from timeout will be Panther ball, passed in by number 4, Strickland. Strickland then hands the ball off to pass it number 2, Anderson, who hands off to number 1, Mathis. Mathis passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who passes it back to Anderson. Anderson then shoots a 3-point shot and makes it. That brings us to a 10-point difference. The Skyrockets rush the ball under the hoop before passing to number 1. Number 1 goes for the 2-point shot and makes it. Panther number 2, Anderson, passes the ball back in to number 3, Whitfield, who then passes it back to Anderson. Anderson drives down court and goes in towards the hoop before passing out to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 4, Strickland. Strickland goes for a shot, it bounces off, and gets recovered by Panther number 1, Mathis, who scores a 2-pointer. The Skyrockets drive the ball to the other end of the court, where it ends up in the hands of their number 12. And the number 12 passes number 4, who passes number 1. Number 1 goes for the 3-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 passes the ball to number 2, who goes in for the shot and makes it. Panther number 3, Whitfield, passes the ball to number 2, Anderson. Anderson then begins to drive the ball down court. There's a minute in the third quarter of play. And Skyrockets lead by 12 points. Anderson drives in towards the hoop before passing number 1 Mathis, who goes for the three-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop. It's recovered by Skyrocket number 15, who passes to number 12. And number 12 then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. Passes it to number 1. Number 1 pushes in towards the hoop. However, he drops the ball and is knocked out of bounds against the Skyrockets. Just over 40 seconds are left on the clock. The Skyrockets lead the game by 12 points. Ball is being passed in by Panther number 4 Strickland to number 3 Whitfield. Whitfield then begins to drive the ball to the other end of the court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 4 Strickland, who rushes in for that 2-point shot. That brings us back to 10 points. The Skyrockets are rushing it to the other end of the court. Skyrocket number 4 rushes in towards the hoop and goes for a shot. It bounces off. It recovered on number 15. It goes for another shot, and it bounces off again. However, there's a foul against the Panthers. The foul is on Panther number 4, Matthew Strickland. That is Strickland's 3rd foul of the game, and the Panthers' 4th team foul of the quarter with 14 seconds on the clock. The first of Skyrocket number 15's free throws is good. And Panther number 11 Betts is subbed out. Looks like for number 3 Whitfield. Oh, he was subbed out. The second of the Skyrocket 15 shots is good. That brings us to 38-50 in favor of the Skyrockets with 10 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Panthers rush the ball to their end of the court, and number 2 goes for a 2-point shot. It bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets, who then drive it to their end of the court. That last second shot from the Skyrockets is no good. That concludes the third quarter of play. The running score will be Seymour 38, Wellington 50. All right, coming back from the timeout, it will be Wellington's ball. It'll be passed in by Wellington's number 21. He passes the ball to number 4, who then drives it towards the corner. Number 4 passes the ball to number 21, who goes for the 2-point shot. He makes it. Ball is passed back in by Panther number 1, Brady Mathis. Mathis passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield drives the ball down to the other end of the court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 2, Anderson, who then passes it back to Whitfield. Whitfield passes to number 1, Mathis, who then drives in towards the hoop. He passes out to number 2, Anderson, who pushes in for that 2-point shot. It bounces off the hoop, and there's a charge. Looks like it's called against Anderson. Was it against him? Actually, was it against Anderson? Yeah, it was. That is Anderson's second foul of this game. Ball he passed back in by Skyrocket number 12. He passed it to number 4. Number 4 then begins to drive the ball to the other end of the court. Number 4 passed it to number 12, who then passes to number 21. 21 hands back off to number 12, who then pushes in towards the center. He passes to number 2, who then dribbles the ball around the line before passing to number 15. 15 passes to number 4, who pushes in towards the hoop and scores a 2-point shot. Panther number 10, Parrish, passes the ball into number 3, Whitfield, who then drives it to the other end of the court. Whitfield tries to pass the ball towards Parrish, but the ball is taken by Skyrocket number 12. 12 drives to the other end of the court and goes for the 2-point shot. It bounces off the hoop and gets jumped in favor of Seymour. Panther number 12, Hostis, goes in for number 10, Parrish. Number 4, Strickland, passes the ball into number 3, Whitfield, who then begins to drive it down court. Whitfield passes the ball to Hostis, who then passes it back to Whitfield. Whitfield tries to bring it under the hoop. However, the ball is caught by Skyrocket number 1. Number 1 then drives it to the other end of the court and goes for a 2-point shot. It bounces off the hoop and is covered by Skyrocket number 15. Bounces off the hoop again and is covered by Skyrocket number 1, who then passes it to Skyrocket number 2, who then goes for the 3-point shot, and that is a timeout. It is a full minute timeout. All right, returning from that timeout, there's 6 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. The Skyrockets lead the game by 19 points. Panther number 3, Whitfield, drives the ball to the other end of the court. He passes to number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball to number 1, Mathis, who goes for the 3-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield brings the ball out and goes for a 3-point shot and makes it. Skyrocket number 4 drives the ball to the other end of the court. He passes number 12 and then passes number 1. Number 1 pushes in towards the hoop and passes number 12. Number 12 goes in for the shot. He passes to number 21, who goes for that 2-pointer and makes it. Panther number 4, Strickland, passes the ball into number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then begins to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. Whitfield passes it to number 1, Mathis, passes to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then pushes the ball towards the hoop before passing out to Mathis. Mathis then passes the ball to number 4, Strickland. Strickland drives the ball towards the hoop, passing to number 3, Whitfield, and there's a timeout called by the Panthers. Timeout will be for a full minute. Coming back from that timeout, it will be Panther ball. The ball is passed in by Panther number 4 Strickland to number 2 Anderson. Anderson hands it off to number 10 Parrish, who passes to number 4 Strickland. Strickland passes the ball to number 2 Anderson. Anderson then passes it to number 3 Whitfield. Whitfield passes it to number 2 Anderson. Anderson then passes it to number 1 Mathis. Mathis brings it in towards the hoop before passing number 4 Strickland. Strickland passes to number 2 Anderson, who goes for the three-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 4. Number 4 then drives to the other end of the court and passes to number 12. Number 12 passes the ball to number 10. Number 10 then brings it in for that two-point shot. It bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 10, Parrish. Parrish then passes it to number 3, Whitfield, who drives it to the other end of the court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 10, Parrish, who goes for the two-point shot and makes it. Skyrockets begin to drive the ball to the other end of the court. Their number 12 passes to number 1, who pushes all the way into the paint. Number 1 then passes number 21, who receives a charge. That is 21's third foul of the game. The ball will be passed back in by Panther number 4 Strickland. Passes to number 3 Whitfield. Whitfield drives the ball towards the hoop. He passes to number 1 Mathis. Mathis goes for the three-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 4 Strickland. Strickland then passes it to number 2 Anderson. Anderson brings it in for that two-point shot, but it misses, and there was a foul. The foul will be called on Skyrocket number 21. That is his 4th of this ball game. The foul the foul results in free throws being awarded to Panther number 2, Keenan Anderson. The first of the free throws is good. Second of the free throws is no good. The ball is recovered by Skyrocket number 12. Number 12 then tries to drive it down to the other end of the court, but it looks like there's a foul against Panther number 10 Parrish for a hit. That is Parrish's second foul of the ball game and the Panthers' second team foul of this quarter. There's 3 minutes 58 left on this clock. Oh, my clock is very long. 2, 3. Yeah, 3 minutes 58 on the clock. The Skyrockets lead by 15 points. Skyrocket number 4 receives the ball as it is thrown back in. He drives down court and passes to number 12. Number 12 then brings it in towards the hoop before passing out to number 4. Number 4 passes to number 1, who goes for the three-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is caught by Skyrocket number 10. Number 10 tries to go for another shot, but it bounces off and was covered by Panther number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield then drives to the other end of the court and passes to number 10, Parrish. Parrish goes for the three-point shot, but it bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Parrish. Parrish tries to pass to number 2, Anderson, but the ball is taken by Skyrocket number 10. Number 10 passes to number 1, who then tries to pass back to number 10, but the ball goes out of bounds. The ball got knocked out of bounds by the Skyrocket. Right, the ball is passed back in to number 2, Anderson. Anderson begins to dribble around. He passes to number 1, Mathis. Mathis passes the ball back to Anderson. He goes for the three-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Skyrocket number 2. Number 2 then passes it to number 21, who then tries to pass to number 1. Number 1 successfully catches the ball and drives it towards the hoop. He passes to number 12. Number 12 goes for the three-point shot. It bounces off the hoop. It is recovered by Panther number 1, Mathis. Mathis passes the ball to number 3, Whitfield, who then begins to drive it down to the other end of the court. Whitfield passes the ball to number 4, Strickland, who shoots a shot. It bounces off the hoop. The ball is recovered by Panther number 2, Anderson, where he goes for a two-point shot, and there's a foul. It looks like it's against the Skyrockets. Sit on. Looks like that is a hit against Skyrocket number 21. That is his 5th and final foul of this ball game. All right. All right, the first of the free throws was called good. Second of the free throws is also good. See, Skyrockets lead by 13 points with 2 minutes 38 on the clock. Their number 12 rushes the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes it to number 10, who goes for the shot and makes it. That's three-pointer. Panther number 3, Whitfield, is rushing the ball back to the other end of the court. He passes to number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball to number 1, Mathis, who goes in for the two-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered. Well, is not recovered, looks like. The ball is hit out of bounds against the... looks like Skyrockets. Ball's knocked out of bounds against the Panthers. Pass back in by Skyrocket number 1 to number 2. Number 2 then began to drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He tries taking him for the shot, but the ball ends up going out of bounds with 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Panther number 1, Mathis, passes the ball back in. And Mathis passes the ball to number 10, Parrish, who goes in for the shot, and it looks like there's a foul against the Skyrockets. The foul's on Skyrocket number 10. That is his 5th and final foul. Panther number 10, Parrish, receives 2 free throws, the first of which is no good. Panther number 10, Parrish's second free throw is good. Skyrockets drive the ball down to the other end of the court. He passes the ball to number 15. 15 then passes the ball to number 1. Number 1 passes the ball to number 15. He goes in for the two-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by Panther number 10, Parrish. Parrish begins to drive the ball to the other end of the court. It gets in the hands of Betts, who goes for a two-point shot. The ball bounces off the hoop and is recovered by the Skyrockets. Their number 4 rushes it to the other end and scores a two-pointer. The ball is passed back in by Panther number 4, Strickland, to number 1, Mathis. Mathis then hands it off to number 3, Whitfield. Whitfield drives the ball to the other end of the court and passes it to number 11, Betts. Betts passes the ball back to number 3, Whitfield, who pushes in towards the hoop. Whitfield tries to pass out to number 10, Parrish, but it looks like there's a foul. Fouls on Skyrocket number 2. Looks like for a hold. That is the 5th team foul of the quarter, and as such, it triggers a bonus. Panther number 3, Whitfield, will receive 2 free throws. First of the free throws is good. Panther number 10, Parrish, is subbed out for, looks like, number 12, Hostis. Second of Whitfield's free throws is also good. The Skyrockets try and rush the ball down to the other end of the court, but there's a push foul against Panther number 3, Whitfield. That is his second foul of this ball game. Foul results in not free throws. Foul results in it being in The foul results in being Skyrocket ball is passed in by number 12 to number 4. Number 4 drives down to the other end of the court where he hands off to number 1. Number 1 pushes in towards the hoop and tries to pass number 15, but 15 loses control of the ball. The ball ends up in the hands of Skyrocket. Number 4 passes to number 2. Number 2 passes the ball back to number 4, who looks like there's been a foul against Panther number 1, Mathis. Mathis' second foul of the game, and that is the Panthers' 4th team foul. Ball is being passed back in by Skyrocket number 12. 39.8 seconds on the clock. Don't trust my clock, it's wrong. Skyrocket number 4 passes the ball to number 12. Number 12 then drives the ball towards the hoop. Number 12 passes the ball to number 4, who looks like he plans on handing it off to number 1. Number 1 rushes in towards the hoop. He passes to number 2. Number 2 passes to number 4. 13 on the clock. Number 4 hands off to number 1, who... Unfortunately, folks, I do think that's actually enough to call it. Final score for this game will be Panthers 49 and Wellington 64. See, I do want to say something real quick. Coming into this game, me and Coach Anderson made a little bet on how much Kean would score, and both of us were about right. We said between 15 and 20. He scored 17. Overall, it looked like the Panthers just needed to be a little bit more aggressive on their defense. That's what the coach was saying too. And Anderson, coming back after a full year of not playing, naturally needed a little bit of time to warm up. You saw in that third quarter, his shots started going in fairly consistently. I think we'll be a little bit better off next week, or not next week, on Friday, after Anderson has gotten a chance to warm up. It's just a matter of, will the rest of the team be able to toughen up and do the defense as coach is instructing them to do? Because they are not too concerned about this Friday game. The real thing that is currently making Coach Anderson a little bit afraid is the Cap Rock tournament. I'm sure many of you know from watching last year, the teams in Cap Rock are very good. Only a team that really wants their win will get it. All Cap Rock all Cap Rock games will be streamed on this channel. And now, to end it, if you drove, have a safe trip home, and if you're at home, have a good night. And please remember, if you'd like to save any clips from this stream, please go ahead and do so now, as the stream will be privated once it concludes.